Well, All the Best is very special because they don't sound really dated. Listening to all the mixes there, they feel now. They feel current. I'm very proud when I listen to them and to know that I'm giving this work out because it represents a part of my life from the past all the way up until now. Proud of the fact that it's still good quality and that even with the new songs, where the blend of the vocals are still just as strong and as vibrant. I think it's a piece that I can be proud of. I like songs that are kind of relative. They're kind of go both ways, for the young, for the old, for the now. The music is also very important to me. That motivates me to really get into delivering the song. It doesn't have to have a strong meaning. It can be very simple, but a feeling definitely has to. Something has to be projected for me to feel that, this song feels good. Or sometimes they don't have that, but I know that they have the potentials of having that.
There's something special about you.
Something special, the song. I liked it from the very beginning. I liked it because even then it was different for me to sing such a song so simple but yet so moving, and yet with such a wonderful, true message. It's a kind of song that I've always wanted to sing. Just for me. I loved it from the very beginning, and it didn't go on the album before because it was that special and that different. I insisted really, I said I want it now because this is where I want to go in future. To have music that I can play at home, very relaxing, very mellow, very warm. The song precisely says what it is. It's special, it's unusual, and I'm very happy to have it on the album. Complicated Disaster is wonderful because, for me, the song is the energy of today. It's a hip song. Even the style of it is now. I'm very aware of what the kids are doing with music now compared to what they've taken from the past and what they've gone to. The story is age-old, relationship problems. But the pattern and the music even, it's just, and I had to really fight to keep that sound. They said, oh no, that was a demo track. And I said, yes, but it's good. Sometimes you can be lucky enough that the demo can become the master. And I had to really fight for that, to remain that. And when I did actually speak to the producer, he says, no, that was just a demo. That wasn't the record. And I said, but that's what I want for the record, because that's what I sung to. I learned the song to that, and to change the music away from what I was singing it to, it took the song away from me somehow. And then finally 2 nights ago, they rang me up and said, okay, we're sending it in, call back and let us know, and it was it. And I'm happy. I love it. It's not a complicated disaster now. It's a success. I do love it. River Deep came into my life at the most appropriate time one could imagine. I really needed something different. It was so different that after each rehearsal, I could never remember the song after leaving Bill Spector. The sound of girl. That sound was so haunting, and I would not arrange a show without it. I have never done either of my live shows without it. It, unfortunately, America didn't take it, but other parts of the world it just exploded. It's still a wonderful song. Even now, on this album, it still sounds as fresh as ever. Nutbush still is there in Tennessee, Highway number 19. Still there, as real as life. And on stage, when I'm playing that, just the first da 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 da, the place just goes crazy. It's just known. It happens to be the place where I was born and lived for a short period of my life. But it's so descriptive to the song, the little community. And 2 versions, my live version, which I like very much, and I like the original version that I recorded. That is the recording on the album, because it's more, how can you say, it's not the live version, it's the recorded version, the original recorded version. And it's good, I like it. I do like better the live version because it's so much full of energy, and I get the kids and people going with it. But I'm happy I wrote it, very happy. I can proudly say that it was a success, and it's my hometown, and I did it. Oh, Mary. I call Proud Mary, Mary. She's been around so long. But I have a story behind Proud Mary. For as long as I have traveled up and down with Proud Mary and performed at television, live. I had never met John Fogerty. And the last tour, he was invited. It was a surprise, I think Roger did it as a surprise, to open for me in the, I think in the European concerts. And I was so happy to see him. I kind of felt like it was a baby that I carried so long, and finally here's the father, you know, the creator of it. And he stood there kind of like so shy or so different, and we actually sung the song together. He did his version, and then of course I did the up-tempo version. And it was a wonderful reunion. To me, it was a real closure because of that. A song that I had made my own, and to finally meet him and stand on stage and perform the song with him. It was so good. It was so great. It was a wonderful moment that I'll never forget. Well, when I met Mark Knopfler, Mark says that this song is not for a man, it's a girl song. He recorded it, but he won't use it. And so when I put the demo on, he said, I'm a private dancer for money, do what you want me to do. Well, I told him this, and so I thought, well, no, you're right, Mark, it's not a song for a guy. And I liked it a lot. I wasn't sure whether the girl was a hooker or whether she was a very classical private dancer or what, but I thought I'll take it. And again, a great success. No, these are all good stories. What's Love Got to Do with It was another one. When I was given the demo, I just didn't like it. Coming from singing the Rolling Stones' Honky Tonk Woman, Rod Stewart's Hot Legs, what's love got to do with it? What am I going to do with this song? How does this work? You know, this, so Roger kept pushing. He kept saying, no, Tina, it's a commercially good song. I know you're not used to these kind of songs because you never sung them, but I feel the song is a hit. So then he said, well, go and meet Terry and have Terry to just play it on the guitar for you. And I was really adamant about not being able to sing it that way. So he says, Terry will play it for you, he'll show you. So walk in the studio, and little Terry is sitting there, Terry Brittany, of course, legs swinging on the stool, with a guitar. And I thought, wow, you mean he wrote that song? I mean, the two go together somehow. What's love gonna do? Ding, ding, ding. And he started to play the guitar. Oh, very good, by the way. Very, very good. And as I watched Terry sit there, this little person sitting holding the guitar, and he started to play it. And I thought, well, this is more like it, you know. Now I can sing to this. Because actually he just played the melody, just strumming it with the guitar. And then I started to sing it, and of course in the studio he pulled it together for me because I hadn't been used to singing that type of song. It was still odd for me, this song. I still couldn't get it. And then when I went to America to do some promotion, I was a young, hip kind of a girl, was in a truck or in something, and she said, Tina Turner, what's love got to do with it? All right. And I said, that's what it's about. Because love has everything to do with it. You know, we are taught to love your neighbor and everybody, and then all of a sudden, but there's another kind of what's love got to do with it. That's the message. And then I start to play with it on stage and to be able to perform it as I have for the rest of the time. We don't need another hero. Wow. I say often another one that I love, another one that was special, because the album is one that I love, because all the songs are very special. Hero was a significance. We don't need another hero, because it gives a memory of the movie. The song itself is a great story. It's a wonderful, I remember when singing it, I always felt that I should do something big or great, or as someone wrote, we just would like for Tina Turner to sing the song, but no, she has to make it heroic. That one, I needed to make it like I had been to war or something. Terry wrote this one as well. Terry Brittany as well. Hero was the best soundtrack, I think, for Mad Max. The movie was absolutely the one that I wanted to do. Shaving the head, the hair, well, it's how the kids look today, isn't it? But that was how it was in the beginning. The dress, I still wore my high heel shoes. I took my own shoes and transformed them in because I needed the whole look. Driving that car. When they brought the car in for Mad Max, I really felt like I am the hero. I'm coming here. This is all about me. This is a time in my life when it was all about me and my career and the best that I could be. It seemed like what I had done in the past was nothing compared to this, because this is what I loved. This is what I wanted to do. And to finally stand in that costume and sing "We Don't Want Another Hero," that just brought it right up to front. It was, it was great. It was the best. My meeting with David Bowie, and I'm sure as every girl would have wanted to have met David Bowie. David did something for me very special, very significant. When Let's Dance was coming out, or at the time with whatever was happening with it, he was with the company. At the time we were with the same company. And contract had been signed and they wanted to take David out to dinner. And David said, "Oh no, I'm going to see my favorite singer tonight." So who is it? Tina Turner. Well, at the time, Capitol had decided not to sign me on. Roger was trying to get deals and whatever, and they just said, "No, we think she's had it," or whatever. So then they decided, "Oh, well, we'll go as well." And I was at the Ritz in New York City, and David came, of course. So was Rod Stewart there, so was Keith Richards. It was so wonderful that night. I felt the energy that someone was there, but I always said to Roger, "Don't tell me if they're there because I'll get nervous." So it was because of David that I got the record. The company saw that. They thought, she's that popular. I mean, she has followers like this. You know, these people of this caliber is here to watch her. So the contract was signed. So after that, David and I kind of kept in touch. We did Let's Dance together. And after that, then we recorded a song called Tonight. And that was a time in my life where I spent a lot of time with David and really found he's so smart. He's really a very special man. I can put it like that. And I think what he's done with his career has been extraordinary. I'm very happy to have known him. I always thank him for allowing that to happen for me. That gift from him, I have to say. The album, Break Every Rule. That was really getting rock and roll. That was the jean jacket and the short skirt bit and the all of that was really feeling rock and roll, which is like when I set out the second part of my career, I wanted to be rock and roll. I wanted to be like the Stones and like David Bowie and Rod Stewart and those guys. And that was that look and that time. Big hair. I don't know where I got the puffy, pouting mouth from at the time. It was really my time. And then came the typical male. This one was also when I met my love, German born. Typical male was memorable because at that time our relationship was full on, so it's special for that. But also it was special because it made a great video. And again, lyrically, it's a good song. The most serious song was Paradise Is Here. Paradise Is Here, when it came to me, I was just kind of frozen because it was not a blues, but a really strong ballad, a mournful kind of someone pleading for a relationship some kind of way. And where I placed it in my show, I was at Wolf Abbey, I remember more than any other places where I was. And I came back out for an encore, white shirt, jeans then. That was really something. The change from the dresses into the jeans. And I stood there very quietly and looked out over the grounds, and it was packed with people. And as I waved, they waved back. And I started to sing Paradise Is Here. And the whole place just came with me. It was, you can see it on the video now, on some of the videos where it is. It's still, the magic of it is. And the song is still as strong as it ever was. It's a great song. I Don't Want to Lose You was kind of something that just brought it all together. Every song just seemed at that point also to blend together. That one was very moody. Not in the way sad, but some kind of way they were sad but yet happy sad. It wasn't depressing. That's another one I loved. I was thrilled because Pierce Brosnan was as close as you could get to Sean Connery, because nobody can top Sean Connery. And I thought, well, that's a good choice, and I loved it. And to finally sing a Bond song, you can't top Shirley Bassey, I have to say that, but I was happy that I even had the chance to sing a Bond song, and it was very close to her song. Actually, the connection, the song came from YouTube by Alfano and Edge, and he said to me, "Tina, it's very rough, but I'm sure you can probably suss it out." It was so rough. It was on a ghetto blaster. I think he had probably just put it roughly down somewhere near the water. It wasn't clear. I couldn't get any sense of it, but I didn't care because I wanted to do it. So I said to Rod, no. I'll learn it And then when I'm with them and hear the music, then I would be able to sing it. Well, we got in the studio and I started to sing. And I was able to do absolutely every little twist and turn he wanted. So I was thrilled. I was thrilled to please the writers and to sing the Bond song and to finally get a chance to be in the Bond company. So that was another great time. Silent Wings is and always was a sad song to me. I don't know how to tell you how I related to it, but it was one that I incorporated in the show, and I thought it was special, but it was a moment also kind of dealing with my pianist had passed, and I was able to bring in all of the sad things about it to be able to relate to that particular song. But it showed a side of me that is quite unlike I am on stage. It brings memories of the sad memories that you want to remember. That song reflects that, and I felt that it should be a part of this album for people that need that particular song for certain times in their lives. I always wanted to live in Europe. That was always a secret desire, and the fact that I got here, my dream came true there. I met a man, and we've been together for 18 years now. And so that's enough to cross the waters for. That was special, very, very special. I am very drawn to Europe, always was, because it's different. It's more my style. I'm a Southern girl. Life was always kind of quiet in the South, then moving to the city, everything gets loud, exciting, wild, ability. But Europe was special because it was, the opposite attract. It's the mystery of it. France, England, how it all sounded, even Switzerland, the mountains. So then I thought, one day I'll live there. I know I will. I knew somehow that I would live in Europe. I'm only living about 7 minutes from farmhouses, from cows, from farm life. I can get in my car, and whenever I feel the feeling of wanting to get back into feeling of nutbush, cornfields and everything, it's just on the hill over there. It feels so absolutely wonderful. Zurich is beautiful. It's my style because it's strict, but very much to the rules. I like control. I like when things are controlled. I like order. Aside from the fact that most people think that it's always cold and dark, it's not. Voila. You can see how beautiful it is. I love it very much. I love going to France, to my house there, but coming back to Switzerland is kind of something like, it's retired. It's a feeling where you can relax and really have no schedule and don't bother with it. I have a handful of friends, which is enough. I have tons of opportunities, and I'm living good life. I lived in Germany at the time when I first heard I just needed that song so badly. And then my musicians came to see me because they were on tour with someone. I said, listen to this song. They didn't like it. So I thought, okay, fine. Then I had an anniversary, and I said to Irvin Bach, my companion, I said, please, you have to invite Ramazzotti, or what we call him Ramazzotti, Eros, because I have to meet him. So, through a record company, we managed to get in touch with Eros. He came with his wife, Michelle, at the time, and the whole crowd, the manager, the lawyer. You cannot believe this whole bunch of people came. It was funny because there's so much fun. And he was so cute at the time. Well, he still is, but he was cuter then. And I had a little kind of a crush as a fan, like that, So it was perfect to sing the song with him because it's kind of flirtatious. And what I said to him, you're not allowed to touch a cat or nothing. But we got along great. I loved singing the song with him. I actually went on a European tour with him for about 4 dates. We got along absolutely great. We became great friends afterwards, and we still are. Open Arms is one of those classic type of Tina songs. That was the kind of like why I had problems with it in the beginning, because I wanted to sing something different. But you know what it comes down to. You are who you are, and the people want to hear what they want to hear from you. And it's why I had to really make a strong effort to bring it home, to make it happen. And it actually happened for me in the studio. When I really started to sing it, something just opened up, and the song just started to happen, and I started to really feel it. And now, actually, I'm actually performing it a bit. It just totally came 100% forward and is totally taken over now. So having an attitude about wondering if I could really make it happen into turning it into positive, yeah, it's super now. Brother Bear, Great Spirits, the Disney project for the animated movies. I'd worked with them before on some other projects. So this time I was contacted from the same, but this time I had a chance to work directly with Phil Collins, and which Phil and I know each other because we've worked from time to time, Princess Trust, and from time to time with other projects. And so this one was actually one that he had just written, actually. And I liked doing those songs because they're different. It gives you something else, something different to do from the normal work of my career. And working with Phil is always special because he's such a great songwriter. He writes such great songs. He sings so great. And he loves his work so much. You know, he's just always there. We live quite close. We're in touch from time to time. It's always a pleasure to work with him. And I would never say no to Disney because starting from I-Tina up until now, we've gotten along great, and it's just another home. All the Best actually came from the song Simply the Best. And that song arrived years ago. I performed it years and years. People cover it, it's on commercials, it's everywhere because it's a special song. It will last. Simply the Best is an anthem. It's a song where I felt that it didn't necessarily have to be about two people. It's between animal, beauty of a car, a horse, a thing. And that is what I sung about. That is why I did the video, of course, being riding a horse, saying this is the best moment of when the wind is in your hair and you're riding and you're the freedom of all of that. It covers a lot of things, the best. But I think how the people have taken it is like, Tina, you're the best. And I think a question was asked to me once, do you get up in the morning and look in the mirror and say to yourself, oh, you're Tina Turner and you're the best? Well, my answer was absolutely no. I'm far removed from my stage persona when I'm home. I have never allowed Tina Turner to totally take over my life. I love being me too much. I love me more than I love the personification of my career. It's two totally separate, if we can call it, entities. On stage, I'm performing. Short dress, hair, I'm giving a show. I like to give the show wholehearted, every inch of whatever I can do to please the people. But off stage, I consider myself really a great person. I like me very much. I like anime book. It's a different personality because I'm not acting. I'm myself. And I'm enjoying that very much, even now.